Hey everyone, I hope you're doing awesome today. As you know, the Everyday Abundance Inner Circle is here to help support us in creating and living our most authentic, most awesome, incredible lives. And my goal in this video and in the videos to come in the weeks and months ahead is to simply share some ideas that have been helpful for me in my journey, some new ideas that I've come across recently, and to share some of my personal experiences that might inspire you and support you in creating and living your most authentic, awesome, incredible life. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what if. What if? This is an idea that I've been playing around with in the last couple of weeks. It's an idea that's not new, and it's an idea that you've probably heard of. So today's video might serve as a reminder, and it also might invite us to kind of play around with it a little bit. So what if we approached life as an art? As if there was a class we could take on the art of living, right? That life was an art. What if we approached life as an art and you and me were the artist, right? So when it comes to living, creating our most authentic, awesome, incredible lives, we think about the word authenticity and authentic. The root word is author, right? To be an author of our own lives. And so when we think about us being the artist and life being an art, it can somehow help us see that we're not just born as these great artists of life, right? We're learning with intention and desire. We learn how to live a life well. And so when we think about any artist and their craft, whether it be a musician, a painter, an athlete, a successful business person, an entrepreneur, actresses, whatever it may be, maybe even carpentry too, right? There's a mastery of that. It's an art, it's a craft that with intense desire and intentionality around it, we can get really, really, really good at it. And the same is true with life. When we think about the great artists and musicians of all time and great politicians and leaders, they weren't born great, right? They weren't born great. They practiced and they practiced and they practiced their craft day after day, week after week, month after month, decade after decade to become extraordinary. And so we want to invite ourselves to that idea that we weren't born just automatically able to live an awesome life. It takes some intentionality, and there's two aspects to mastery of any art, of any craft. There's two very distinct aspects. And the first one is mastery of theory, So when we think about theory when it comes to living well, what's some of the theory out there? How to live a happy life, how to live a successful life. What are the principles and practices? What does the research say? What do people who have been there and done that before say? What do great thinkers of the past and philosophers of the past say about living an extraordinarily awesome life? You have to master the theory behind it. What are they saying about it? And once we understand the theory behind it, or while we're learning the theory, we're also working to master the practice of living well. So it's taking the information we learn in theory and applying it to our life little by little, day by day. Think about how many hours Michael Jordan put into playing basketball. The guy was not born playing great basketball. As a matter of fact, he was cut from his high school basketball team. He was cut, but he didn't give up. He went back at it. He studied the theory of basketball. He practiced hour after hour after hour, honing his craft to become the greatest in the world. And the same is true for us. For us to really create our most awesome, authentic life, where we are the artist, you and I, we have to master the theory of living life well, as well as the practice of living life well. And this idea, like I said, it's not a new idea. But what's standing out for me lately is this right here. There's two parts of mastering life. Living life well, the theory around it, and the practice. And I am a personal development guru, junkie, as are many of you. And one of the things I've noticed in myself is I've got a ton of information, but I maybe haven't been applying in all aspects of my life. And so what I'm working towards is closing the gap between theory and practice, closing the gap between what I know and what I do. And that is the art of living, doing both simultaneously, honing our skills. Macklemore has this great song, it's called 10,000 Hours, and in the song he talks about the greats weren't great at birth because at birth they could paint. The greats were great because they paint a lot. And so we aren't great at living our most authentic, extraordinary lives because we were born that way. We become great at living our most authentic, extraordinary lives because we live a lot. We practice a lot. We reflect, we practice, we hone our skills as living, optimizing our lives and actualizing our potential, right? So anyways, I hope you guys got some value out of that. What if life, we looked at life as an art and that you and I were the artists, the authors of our lives. And if we are, then there's two aspects to mastery of any art, and that includes the mastery of living life well, would be the mastery of theory behind it, and then the mastery of practice, of closing the gap between what we know and what we do. So anyways, that's it. I hope you guys are doing awesome, and post a comment below. Let me know what you thought of this video and what subjects or topics might be interesting to you that I could share more about. I love you guys lots, and here's to creating our most authentic, awesome lives. See you later.